Even with two chains as big as these, the branch stores must not look like branch stores. Now, here's the mall. At this end, we have Thompson's. And across the mall like this, Harry, I want a wall of water. I'd say about a 5-story drop. And at this end, we block in Hastings, moving sidewalks here and along here. Now, underneath the whole thing, a sunken garage. I want all-out hospitality for motorists, you understand? Have you got the ratios, Bill? 85%.
The secret's in flexible interiors, Lee. We can deliver Hastings an 85% selling area out of a total of 175,000 square feet.
That's the best news I've heard all day. Now, over here on the east...
5 minutes, Mr. Fisk.
Oh. All right, tell Carol to turn him. I'll be there in a minute.
Your briefcase and overnight bag already aboard.
Thank you. Danny, you're the inventor on this team. Why don't you invent us a clock stretcher, huh?
Okay, Lee, 1 clock stretcher coming right up. How many hours a day do you want?
Well, let's try a 28-hour day. Maybe that'll do it, huh? Bye, gentlemen.
Oh, Miss Prentice isn't in, Mr. Fisk. That motivation research project, did you ask her to coordinate with personnel?
Oh. Well, tell her I'll call her from Chicago tonight, huh?
Have a safe flight, Mr. Fisk.
Thanks, Barbara.
Said he'd call you tonight.
From Chicago, yes. Thank you, Barbara. Would you get Ben Hopkins on the phone for me right away, please?
Hello? Ben! Happy day. He bought the concept. I called him just before he was taking off. Yeah, sure. So now we can terminate all that outside research program as of this minute, 10 a.m., official Phoenix time. We're going to get our backstop right here within the organization, train him on the job. Oh, and Ben, will you please throw out all those old-fashioned motivational research tests? Honestly, I'm up to here with conformity. Well, what we need is somebody to stand up to Mr. David Leland Fisk. Who? Me? Now, Ben, that's awfully sweet of you, but I don't really stand up to him any more than anybody else. I try to be honest with him, and he's kind enough and flattering enough to indulge me, but that's all. Okay, Ben, you've got a green for go. College? Oh, absolutely. That's a prereq. Who? Todd Stiles? Yale? Working as a laborer on the Mumford Park project? But why, Ben? Why as a laborer? Well, he certainly does sound like a nonconformist. Yes, Ben. Yes, I would like to meet him. Fine. Thank you, Ben.
Anything? The call.
What call?
From the front office.
Oh, I told him no. Hot.
Hot. And you're just the cat who can cool it.
You're really curious about that call, aren't you?
Yes, I'm really curious about that call, especially since the head office is like 5 miles away and they don't even know we're alive. I'm curious.
You know, I think you should walk right into her office and say, Miss Terry Prentice, my name is Buzz Murdoch, and I work for the David Leland Fisk Company, too, and that gives us something in common, you know, like a foundation, something to build on. So why don't we design a shopping center together or a little project in the country? See? Like that.
That's crude. Crude. With a girl like this, you come on with style. But don't worry, I'll think of something. Now, look. Are you going to tell me about the phone call or not?
That was just the omnipotent hand of personnel beckoning old Dad. They said, Eli, bring your sheepskin and come on down. We want to give you some tests.
I know, but for what?
I don't know. I told him I wasn't interested. I had enough tests at Yale to last me a lifetime, and I want to get my calluses standing, not sitting. Yeah, that's not bad. You know, that might work. That just might work.
All right, boys, everybody hit it!
Aren't you even interested?
I don't think I can endure the strain of the suspense.
Terry Prentice. I just figured out a way to get you to her. Talk about style. This has so much style, it's fantastic.
Yes? Oh, Todd Stiles? Yes. Please, send him in. Mr. Stiles? Well, you have a rather unconventional way of entering an office, Mr. Stiles. Well, that is, if you intend to enter. Or are you just going to stand there leaning against the wall?
I'm farsighted.
Well, in that case, we'll just have to raise our voices, won't we? Oh, don't worry about the chairs. They're treated. Well, the Yale shark net seems to have got a bit tattered. Apparently things are getting through. Here it is. Graduated magna cum laude 3 years ago. What happened?
Well, it's hardly the kind of thing that you talk about in an office, you know?
No. No, I don't know, Mr. Stiles, but I'd like to. Very much.
Well, if we could be someplace alone together. You see, it's been a terrible 3 years, and I'd like to talk about it, except it, you know, it wells up in me.
Please try to tell me, if you can.
Maybe later, when we know each other better.
Well, I'm afraid that might be too late, Mr. Stiles. Do you know why we're giving these aptitude tests?
Well, what I was told, that you are looking at people in the company and testing them because somebody is going to get a special kind of job.
The right person could make this the most important job in the company. Except, of course, for Mr. Fisk's position. The vice president of our Eastern Division is retiring this year. We're looking for his replacement. We want a dedicated person, someone that we could start grooming now so that when the year is up, the vacancy can be filled expeditiously. Now, perhaps you're wondering why we don't make this replacement with one of our executives from the home office. Well, you see, these men are architects, Mr. Stiles, not businessmen. Candy? We're interested in your background in business administration. As a matter of fact, that was my major, too. Wharton School of Finance.
Well, where would the world be if nobody was home watching the shop, right?
So, I suggest if you're interested in competing with the others, if you'd like to take this aptitude test I've designed, which in turn will help us determine your outstanding characteristics, your possible breaking point under pressure, your internal and external motivations, your career potential, then perhaps it might not be a bad idea for you to tell me why it is you have become a laborer.